My dad just did a video about the vine and squash over there, this hive. You can see them, they're falling off, just falling on the ground. I don't know what's going on. Yeah, sprayed 2 days ago. Thank you, railroad. Again, well, one of my biggest fears has happened again. The railroad come through again, and they sprayed the railroad bed this time in August, and we lost squash, we lost tomatoes, we lost cucumbers from overspray. Not to mention the hive of bees, it looks like they're absconding because they're running out the front door and piling up on the ground in front of the colony. Probably gonna have to call the bee inspector to come look at it. Not what I want to be dealing with. I have bounced around the idea of getting involved in some local politics. You know, nothing big. Think about maybe, well, I keep that to myself. But that we need to work on this as a community. If it's not organic, it don't need to be sprayed. Y'all don't know why you can't drink your well water? You don't know why you can't drink your spring water? You don't know why they condemned all these wells years ago? Because of commercial grade pollutants that gets into the groundwater, okay? And these bozos that they got out here spraying this stuff, they spray it in the creeks, they spray it on the creeks, they spray it on the pollinators. I'll give you a perfect example. Let's see. Had to start the video, turn the camera around. But you see how this is burnt on both sides of this bridge? This is a little feeder creek. You see all the brown up there? Nothing should be brown this time of year. Nothing. But they spray right down in these little creeks. And I wonder, well, why ain't we got bullfrogs around here no more? Where's the bobwhite quail at? Well, that's because you morons, look, right down this creek bank, this was done by the power company. They spray right down the creek banks underneath the wires, and it goes right down in that creek water. You see what they're doing to your community? All right, y'all wake up. Look at this spot right here, right on the creek bank, again, just because they got a power pole right here. Look at this, all this brown where they sprayed. Right down in there, there's a creek right down in there. There's a creek down in there. Spray. They didn't do that spot, but look at this spot. Sprayed. All that's been sprayed. Right in the groundwater. This is the section of road. Look, see what the railroad sprayed it right there, all that brown? There's nothing growing on them rocks. It's because they keep spraying it. Here's a great example of our utilities. That's Duck River Electric did this. You can see how they sprayed all around that post right there. Right beside where the railroad is spraying the railroad bed. See how it's burnt down through here? Yeah, they did a good job on this. Look at this death down through this crossing. You see anything green anywhere? It's because they keep spraying that poison on the tracks. And look, see, like this bush right here, you can clearly see signs in that bush right there of overspray. And that's what we're battling in our garden where we're growing our freaking food at, people. You know? It just, they don't mind killing the bees. They don't mind killing you with your poisons and stuff like that. Just shut up and go along with it. But we need to stand up as a community and say, we've had enough. We've had enough of these chemicals being dumped on our lands. I mean, you see how pretty one side of the road is, and you got brown over here. It's daylight and dark. I've been getting upset about it. It's this stuff is important. It's important, and they spray it just so nonchalantly, like that's my job. Yeah, that's what they said when they was loading people up to go to the concentration camps. That's my job. I just drive the train, buddy. You know. When you gonna draw a line in the sand and say, you know what, look, this is killing the kids, the grandkids. You wanna know why people are sick all the time? Look at the stuff they're eating. Why? You wouldn't feed that to a prize-winning pony somewhere. You'd make sure you had like organic alfalfa and spring water and the best minerals you could find. Why? Because you care about the health of the horse. And then you'll pull in at McDonald's and load up. I'm speaking from experience. What we put in our bodies, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat, the three most important things God gave us. And when you have an entity like the utility companies or the railroad that has a right of way across this property, they are so calloused with the fact of, well, it's our right to be here. Well, it should not be your right to drop toxins that kills the groundwater. Y'all want to know why there ain't no monarch butterflies no more? I'll give you a good guess. You want to know why you don't hear bobwhite quail whistling anymore? I'll give you a good guess. Nobody wants to talk about that. It's the truth, though. It's the truth. They poisoning the water and the food you eat. And if you can't see that by now, time to wakey wakey. Going down this back road right here, I want to show you this lady's house up here. It kind of goes along with what this video is going to be about, is overspray, spraying. Last year, a good friend of mine, she's somewhat of a hippie chick. You'll see her yard when I go by up here. It's all kind of permacultured and stuff. I know. Anyway, I had to tell her I put her yard on my YouTube. She'll be tripping out. She got chickens and all this stuff. Well, they oversprayed the back of her yard last season. Got pawpaw trees, blackberries, and strawberries. And it was just, oh well. So it's time that we, the people as a community, we start asking for accountability, even down to something about what you're spraying on my property. When they have the right of way, yes, you are a guest on these people's property that you're crossing. We ask you to leave no trace, but you're leaving deadly chemicals that soak into the groundwater. You know, that's why we don't have butterflies. Little stuff like that. You want to know what's going on with the bees? I just showed you one a while ago. I'm pretty sure it's overspray caused that. I messaged the bee inspector for the state, and I'm waiting to hear back from him. But this video is going to be about the spray. I come for this angle right here. This is my parents' garden right here. And you see across this brown field right here, all this, both ways. This is the railroad track. Now, there's pecan trees. There's my parents' garden right there. There's pecan trees growing right beside the railroad track that I know are affected by the overspray. They don't produce like they used to produce when I was a kid. And it's because of the stuff they're spraying on everything. So, I hope this gets a little response from the community, because we need to respond en masse about what they're doing to our communities, even down on just spraying the right of ways. They got no right. You want to know where the pollinators are going? Well, it's because they're spraying everything. Herbicides, fungicides, insecticides, all that commercial stuff is killing the good stuff in the dirt. That's why you can't drink well water anymore. They condemned all the wells. So, hey, if you like this content, click the like and subscribe button. Share this with your friends, though. Let's get the word out. We need to do something about this for our children and our grandchildren, y'all. Seriously, this needs to stop.
All right. This is Barbara's Bees again. We posted about these vine and squash here, the trombones or however you say it. Well, we had the railroad folks come around the other day And these beautiful lush plants that you had pictures of before on here was doing real good. And they sprayed across the road from us. And the overspray and the wind is taking care of all my squash.
And the cucumbers behind you.
And yeah, my cucumbers too. They got them too. I don't know if you can see this across the road or not, but all that dead stuff on the tracks is what they were spraying. And they're probably 50 feet away, or less than 50 feet, maybe 100 feet. But it killed ours and theirs too. Thank you, Mr. Railroad people.